Hello and welcome to my daily vlog. Today I would love to talk about one feeling that is something we all have to go through this lifetime, and is forgiveness. Why we need to forgive. Forgiveness is a feeling that for the longest time, I believed it was about the person that I have to forgive, and it was about what they did wrong. And as long as it was like that, it was something that I felt that was not needed at times. I did not need to forgive because what they did was wrong. Until I start my journey of understanding why I am here. Then I realized that forgiving somebody was not about them or what they did, but it was more about me, the story that is attached to what they did. What I mean by that is that anytime anybody do anything that offend you, it's not what they did that matter, but you have created a story. You felt offended, they touched your pride, and in some way they did you wrong, to the point it was almost like a charity. It felt like, you know what, I'm going to hold my forgiveness so that they suffer. And I'm sure you recognize yourself in this, because we all feel the same and we all do it like that. And that's why forgiveness is something that at the end of the day we feel like we even get something out of not doing it, because you are punishing the other person. Now, this is what the ego made it about. But forgiveness is when you feel all of that and the story is ugly for you. What you have to forgive is what you think about the story. All those feelings that are rising are for you, is happening inside of you. And they are poison. They are poison if you don't deal with it. And that's how we see people that have issues with their parents. And for a long time, they keep that and they don't want to forgive and they don't want to forget. And it creates even disease like cancer. Now, why do you need to forgive? Because if not, you are the one who got sick. You are the one who stays with the poison, number one. Number two, when do you feel you have forgotten somebody? Well, as I told you earlier, it's not what they did is to be forgiven, because what they did it. That's what is. You might not forget it, and it is there at the end for a great purpose. But the story that come out of it, if you can find the strength to go back to the person and say, I forgive you, and you sit with them and you ask even for them to forgive you back for how you understood what happened and how you were offended. When you stay there long enough with that person to the point where you laugh about what happened, that's when you have already forgiven. Why? Because you want to change the story of what happened with a beautiful story that connects you. What it does is that next time that thing happens again with somebody else, you know how to stand and express yourself with love and understanding so that it never happens again. If you don't do that, you're going to have a life where you keep on disconnecting with people. And that's when you see people saying, oh, no, I can't trust anybody. You know, my mom did it to me, so she's going to do it to me. So, and in that frame of thinking, yes, you're going to end up being alone, being unhappy in your life. But if you dealt with your mom, and whatever happened with your mom or with your dad or with any relationship is now so beautiful that you laugh about it, you can also trust again life. You can also trust again having new relationships. So forgiveness, as you see, is not for anybody but yourself, so that you can have a life yourself that is full, that the stories about your life is nothing but connecting and inspiring. That was my take about forgiveness, and I highly recommend that if you have any relationship that is loose and you say, I forgive the person, but I can deal with her, or I don't have to make the story beautiful. I am saying yes, you must, because if not, it is just some darkness that is flying on top of your head, and sooner or later you can see it come back in your life. So that was forgiveness. I hope you bring that light into your life. Thank you, and I see you tomorrow.